This is Mike Tosner again for Home Energy Alterations LLC. We are in a basement on Long Island, and in this video we're going to talk about combustion analysis, how we check out all your combustion appliances for safety and performance. Before I do that, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the other services we provide at HEAL. We happen to be in a good customer here who's had some other work done that kind of illustrates the scope of the work that we do as a company. So one of the things that we did for this customer here in the basement is they had a staircase that was damaged due to some water leaking in through the back door. So the landing of the staircase was actually protected by a layer of linoleum. The customer is going to have us come back and tile that with some leftover tile they had from a kitchen renovation we did for them. What did happen was, though, the water came down the concrete wall and rotted out the riser next to the concrete wall and compromised the whole integrity of the staircase. When we pulled out the old wood, we found some small cracks in the cinder block wall that we repaired with some injectable epoxy, and then we dry locked the whole surface area of the wall while we had the staircase out, while we could get at it. And then we finished off with the handrail that the customer had never had before for safety and code reasons. And then we also put in a carbon monoxide detector that the basement had never had before. So one of the first jobs that we ever did for this customer was the investigation of a burning plastic smell that was coming from one of the combustion appliances in their basement. When we took a look at it, what we found was the hot water heater had two plastic grommets around where the supply came in of cold water and the output of hot water. What it looked like was hot air was actually coming backdrafting from the flue and melting the plastic. So we did some investigation and we traced the flue to where it penetrated the wall. And what we found was that the old clay liner of the chimney had deteriorated and fallen down to the bottom of the chimney. It was totally blocking off any air from escaping the flue. Had the fuel source been a different fuel source like oil or something that had more tendency to create carbon monoxide, could have been a really serious problem. As it was, CO was a little bit elevated, but not to super dangerous levels, which was good. But we still had the chimney liner replaced, and once we did that, the drafting was back to normal. So now that the chimney's fixed, this combustion appliance is working perfectly fine now. It's drafting properly, everything's good. But it does illustrate the need, when you have new equipment put in your house, to have it tested out and make sure it gets tested out before the plumber or whoever it is leaves. You can run into real problems with fire safety, carbon monoxide levels, and just general performance issues that your machine may not be working up to its capacity due to improper installation. You should have on your flue a test hole. A test hole will be a hole on the underside of the flue, about a foot away from the draft diluter. This hood functions as the draft diluter on this appliance. If you don't have a test hole, it means that your equipment was never really properly tested for draft draw or draft pressure.